Yeah, we keep seeing that for some time to come, for the wrong reasons. Well, that was Rangers and Rivers United scoreline. You already know was 4-0 in favor of Rangers, and courtesy that victory, it looks like they're on their way to winning the Nigeria Professional Football League title. Well, I told you earlier that I have seasoned football administrator in the house. Really, I don't know how. He's a man that wears a cap that has many feathers, but we stick to football today. I have the pleasure of having Mike Idoko with me. Mike, it's nice to have you. It's been a while, but it's nice to have you with us again.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
And although I've moved back to my state, my home state, and although my family still lives in Lagos here.
So it's still like your backyard?
Yeah, it's still like my backyard.
Okay. Nice to have you with us. From the top of my finger, I can count like 5-6 clubs that you've managed. And while we were talking, you talked about your career in Nigeria. You've managed Kano Pillars, Lobby Stars, Sunshine, Warri Wolves, and NPA. So you're somebody that is well versed in the league. So talk to us, the challenges of administering or running a club in Nigeria. Let's start with that.
First and foremost, we have to talk about the finance. For you to be successful, you must have the sponsors
backing you.
And also, you have to look at building a team. You know, you have challenges because to get quality players, you know, you have to pay money. You have to buy...
pay good money.
Yeah, pay good money. And then when you look at the administrative part of it too, it's very important. You know, so having said that, football administration in Nigeria is not that easy as you know, as people think. Yes.
All right. Let's discuss the terrain. Being on the job, are there securities? Can you be there today, fire tomorrow, or does it depend on your relationship with the owners of the club, in most cases states? Do you get a free room to do your job, or you're doing one thing one moment, next minute you're getting a call, don't do this? All those things, how do they play out?
Well, I have the privilege. I'm privileged to be the administrator that has worked in 5 out of the 6 geographical zones successfully.
Okay.
Well, I thank God Almighty that wherever I worked, I'm always given the free hands
to do your job,
to do my job. And I think it's apart from God, because I always put God first in whatever I do. Apart from, you know, God, I think the free hands that I'm giving, you know, to do the job always turn out
the results are
always there.
Okay, let's talk about your club. Your I had memorable memories of when you were with Sunshine. It was very good, but now you've moved on. You're with Lobby. Let's talk about the challenges. Different terrain always bring new challenges. How has this one been? Has it been a fun journey all the way?
Well, you see, if you read the Bible, it's always said that the prophet is not recognized, you know, at home. After how many years? Over 16 years now, I'm coming back home. Like the saying goes to that there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite challenging. When I got the call that I should come back home, you know, many thoughts ran through my mind, and one cannot afford not to be successful, because my first stint with Lobby Stars Football Club.
That was when?
That was 86. Wow. 86 to 1999. We won the league from the 3rd division. We got to the 2nd division, and then 99 we got promoted to the 1st division. We won the league.
The new challenge, Lobby Stars, and how it's different from some of the other clubs that you've managed.
Yeah, but like I earlier on said, coming back home is really interesting in the sense that I took over from another sports administrator in person of Dominic Ayofa, who has been there for years. and I intend to build from where he stopped. And I want to state it clearly here that all the places I've worked, I'm happy that at the end of my tenure there, there's always something to show for it. And of course, Benue will not be an exception.
Okay, let's talk about Lobby Stars now. With a few matches left, what are your expectations? What do you hope to achieve?
Well, like I said, I'm not under pressure for now to win the league.
Okay.
I am committed to the fact that we have to build a very solid structure that will stand a test of time. And just like in terms of having quality players, quality team,
all right, having
administrative structure, commercial, merchandising and marketing departments.
So what position will be a success for you? If you look at the log at the end of this campaign, what position will you say, okay, with this position, at least I've achieved what I set out to achieve?
If I come first.
Okay.
Yes, if I come first. If I come second, if I at least or get a continental ticket.
That will be success for you.
That will be success for me. However, like I said, when I say I'm not under pressure, it doesn't mean once the opportunity comes,
you won't grab it.
We won't grab it. But however, we are building a team for next season. Wherever I've worked, always use the first year to build a team.
Right.
And then subsequent years we'll move ahead, right, to go into the continent and then, have quality players.
Let me ask you this, Mike. We've always heard stories about players, their complaints. Well, we've not heard much about Lobby this season, to be fair. But your players, are you keeping them happy in terms of their salaries and all that? I mean, do you have such issues? You hear about players threatening to go on strike, players barricading the road, a whole lot of this, coaches resigning because contractual agreements were not followed. All of those things, how do you handle them with your club?
You see, I want to make it clear that the financial situation in the country is not only affecting a particular club or even football. It's all over.
All sectors.
All sectors. You understand? So it's not easy. One thing you have to do, you have to make sure that your salary bill will be within where you can, the amount that you can manage, and you have to make sure you make the players understand, and that we have financial situation in the country. So if you are earning maybe 10,000 before, maybe
there
now
might be reasons
there be reason to calm down
a little.
You understand?
In the interest of the club.
Interest, because I know with time things will move better.
All right.
And yes, not that we don't have issue of say salaries or bonuses or what, but at least we've gone above average, and we've tried to make sure that our players are happy. And once you make players to be happy, they put in their best. And whatever we get, from the LMC, we'll make sure that it gets to the players.
Use it judiciously.
Yes, use it judiciously.
Let me take you on this one. Recruitment of players and backroom staff. Are you okay with what you have now, or you still plan as the season goes to an end to, make recruits? Or I can even ask you, do you leave all of the recruitment to the coaches, or you get involved in the recruitment process as well?
I do. I get involved with the recruitment process, and of course, since we played football before, we've managed football, and we've managed players, so it's an added advantage to any coach I'm working with. You understand?
Because the experience is there.
The experience is there. That I will advise you. I will not impose a particular player on you, but all I do is to advise. You understand?
Get this guy,
to get this guy, and what have you. And by the time you get them together, you can see the way Lobby is now playing. We started gradually, and of course the team is now getting together. And talking about the issue of recruitment, I think we have a very good team that we are building. And if we're able to keep, 80% or 70% of this team by next season, and maybe get few players to add, Lobby will be a team to beat next year.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You've told us that you're not under any pressure, but are you satisfied with where you are now on the league table?
If you're in my shoes, you won't even be satisfied, because if you ask any of the 20 Premier Teams managers, they'll tell you they want to be on top there. You understand? But like I said, get me right, like I said, we are building a team for the future. But
if we win,
it's added advantage. We are not under pressure. That we must win the league. That is what I want us to understand.
There's something that is coming up now that's becoming a recurring decimal, and I want to really ask you before I let you go, how you handle this fans assaulting match referees. Okay, it's going to be a 2-in-1 question, but how do you handle the fans, to ensure that there's no encroachment, when results do not go your way? Sometimes results may not go your way. When those things happen, that you don't start having issues with fans, stepping to the field, assaulting match referees, destroying properties, and all those. How do you ensure that those things don't happen?
The basic thing is that you have to educate your fans. You understand? You have to educate your fans, and you have to let them know that football is not about matter of life and death. It's a team that is a game that brings us together.
It bonds people.
Yes, and you cannot win all the time. You win some, you lose some, and you draw some. So by the time you start educating your fans like that, and the best thing you do, you try as much as possible to get a solid team, a quality team, a good playing team. Because if you have a good playing team, they entertain people, and by the time they come into a fans, when they come and then watch, when they know that your team is very good,
you'll not be angry even when you lose.
Don't be angry when you even lose.
Okay.
You understand? But you see, like the officials too, they are human beings, because they are prone to do mistakes. It's 1-minute decision that the officials have to take, and at times when they make a call that people don't like, they get angry.
Yes.
And at times you have to not only educate the fans on the game, you have to educate them on the law of the game, because the law is changing.
Yeah. There
are some calls that they make you think is an offside. Ordinary man will say it's an offside, but it's wrong.
All right. Yeah. Let me. I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know you're going to give me a very honest answer. A lot of people have always said that referees are under so much pressure, at times even from club administrators, to make games or matches favor them. And does that really happen in Nigerian football?
It depends on the referee.
Yeah.
If there's pressure on you from maybe club administrator, it's left for you
to decide
what is good and what is not good, because it's your name that is at stake. And the issue of win at all costs is because if we have tenure where they say, okay, now you can that maybe they cannot send you away, you can stay, maybe you sign a contract for maybe 4 years or 8 years. When you're sure that you're going to be there, then it will give you room to develop, a culture, a winning culture. You won't be under pressure that you have to win. Because most club administrators do that, because if you don't succeed, they fire you.
Okay.
And then other people are by the side waiting to bring you down. But where you have a contract, you sign a contract that you're going to work for maybe 5 years or 6 years, you won't do that.
Okay. All right. Mike Idoko, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your insights. We hope we'll be able to do this again some other time.
For sure.
And all the best with Lobby Stars.
Thank you very much.